What is going on, you guys? Riley on Jammy Inflatable Fans 98, and I got a cool video for you guys today. This is my completed 2020 Halloween display. Now, I've actually gone bigger and better than I ever have been, as you can see by this section. And I think that's mainly just due to, with the whole coronavirus going on this year, with people not being able to do much, I figured it'd be a nice thing to do just to kind of, I have all these extra Halloween inflatables. I don't use, every single one every year. So I have all these extra ones kind of, and I figured it'd be nice to make, something bigger than I usually do it. So basically the front here is kind of the same setup that I usually do every year, with some new ones, obviously, maybe not, well, a couple new ones in the front here. But it's almost kind of the same setup I kind of did last year anyway. So I guess I'll start off over here. So, starting off again, this is basically the same as last year almost. I've got the Angry Pumpkin, the Short Circuit Ghost Girl, the Clown here, if you can even see it, all the lights burnt out in him. I didn't have the time to change the lights out in him. I know I'm kind of lazy, but I just haven't, just with working so much and just being so busy this year, I didn't have a chance to change the lights out. The Dracula in the coffin, his animation doesn't work anymore for some reason. I'm not sure why. I probably have to get a new animation motor for him, but that's something I probably won't ever bother fixing because it's just too much work. We got the Boo scene here. Unfortunately, the green light is out in that ghost. I've got the Skeleton Reaper here. Skeleton next to him, the classic one. 12-foot Reaper here. The Short Circuit Floating Ghost. The Head-Turning Cat. I've got my classic 2002 Spider, my second ever inflatable here. And then, of course, up in the window here, I've got my projector, the Ghost Girl or whatever, like I usually have every year. I've also got an eyeball projector thing that goes on here. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but that's there too. And then there's like a spider web projector here. You can't see it in the video either, especially when the ghost is going on there. And then the strobe lights on the house. See if I can, now you can kind of see it. But I think the graveyard turned out really good this year. I mean, it's not super visible because the plants kind of got overgrown and stuff in here. I did cut them back a lot so that you can see it a little bit. And I also used, if you can see, the video doesn't pick up the light that great, but I used, they're meant for Christmas, but they're like color changing Christmas lights. And I decided to put them in the graveyard this year, and I think it gives it a really cool effect. I think it's really cool. It kind of switches from red, blue, green. You can kind of see how it's switching through here. And I think it looks really good. Honestly, better than the kaleidoscope lights. Because there's 3 different lights in each one. And it makes it look really cool. And then we've got the Pumpkin Reaper here. I've also got another witch/moon projector, one of the static Whirl of Motion lights that Jemmy made, with some witches up there. So yeah, there's kind of the graveyard. That you can't really see it in the video, but then this next section here, kind of show you this before I go to the porch. It's getting a little windy out, unfortunately, but everything seems to be doing okay in the wind. It's not too bad. But we got Freddy Krueger, the Black Ogre here, Phantasm Spider, if I'm saying that right, or if I'm remembering correctly. That's new for this year. Oogie and Jack, the Mayor back here, no vacancy sign. I've got the Rat. This guy's on his last legs. For some reason, he kind of wore out. He was worn out last year. I didn't think I was going to get another year out of him, but, he's so small, and it's got a base fan, so it still inflates fine. Well, it inflates very soft, but it still inflates enough to where, I can still use him. So I'm hoping to get a few more years out of him. Jack and Sally scene. Then we got the 16-foot Reaper. The 16-foot Reaper is actually cooperating pretty well for me this year. Usually it doesn't cooperate very well for me at all due to the fan, or the base on the fan being cracked and everything. But he's been cooperating pretty good. We actually have a plant back there that I have him sitting on top of, so I think that helps a little bit. And then I put these two aliens. I mean, this one I had in his spot last year, the alien. And then I got this other alien from Lowe's last year. Got the mummy here, the organ, some pumpkins, the Dr. Shivers ogre. I got a Darth Vader and Jack Skellington pumpkin. I've had these out last couple years anyway. And then onto the porch, I've got a couple strobe lights going. The video doesn't pick them up well, but I kind of got the same kind of scene I've had going on with the cauldron, the witch, insane serial killer, a few rubber animals here, the little cat here. Pop goes the evil. Wait for him to come out. Enter if you dare sign. Another skull, short circuit skull sign I got from Lowe's. Wait for him to pop out. You know, some more pumpkins here. The Mean Old Gramps, a werewolf prop I got from CVS last year or year before. Again, more pumpkins. So that's pretty much the porch here. And then, of course, I got Ghostface, the Slimer, and Pennywise. Now, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to take you over to that other section, the biggest section. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so here's the next section here. Just kind of do a pan around before I go through everything. So starting off with a light sync pumpkin. I actually decided to put him this year. Yes, ignore the lights in the nose. Yes, I had him out in the driveway the past couple of years, which wasn't the best idea because he actually got run over a couple of times by my mom and sister pulling out of the garage, which, you know, was a stupid idea to have him out in the driveway anyway. So luckily, you know, only the nose lights kind of broke on it, and it wasn't any of the other lights. It still looks okay. It doesn't look the best, but yeah, that's that story, unfortunately. Then we've got the spinning eye skull here, the fading lights tree with the eyes here. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's raining out. Vulture, Mickey Pumpkin. I didn't do a review on this. I'm hoping to do one after the season, but this is the only one I picked up this year so far for Halloween. I really like this, and I had to get it. So there's the Mickey Pumpkin. Of course, we got the Beetlejuice Sandworm. Kind of the same thing again, same setup in this area at least, you know, minus the Mickey Pumpkin. We got the Metallic Dragon. Trying to step over these rocks here. We've got the Praying Mantis. Unfortunately, you can't even tell in the video. You can maybe see it a little bit there, but the kaleidoscope in him, which is really the only light that's in him, is very dim. I'm not sure why, but yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't light up very well anymore. And then we got the Fire and Ice Ghost, which I haven't used in a couple years, I don't think. Got the man-eating plant. Again, it's raining. His head's full of water, so he's not standing up, not cooperating tonight. The spinning eye skull from Christmas Tree Shops. The spinning eyes tree from Christmas Tree Shops. And then we've got the shaking monster, which I also haven't used in a couple years. He's still doing good. Got the Symbol Monkey, Gargoyle, the classic bat here, the Gargoyle from Home Depot, the Fire and Ice one, classic Frankenstein, Fortune Teller, if you can even see him, looks kind of creepy, but he's out here. Then I've got this serpent I got from Walmart a few years ago. I believe I used him Halloween night a couple years ago, but I never actually used him in my display. So this is basically his first year. And then last but not least, we've got the Another classic Spider here. So yeah, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I paused the video, kind of show you the front again here. Go around. But yeah, again, this is my completed 2020 Halloween display, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I got a late start on it this year, and the wind has been pretty bad so far this year, so I have not been able to really do too much, or turn it on for that matter as well. So I know this is a long video, guys, but thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Riley on Jemmy Inflatable Fans 98. Like and subscribe.